Hello. This is Water Teachings. Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm going to teach you about the mindset that will increase the quality of your life. The mindset that will increase the happiness, the quality, the motivation, the energy, the rest you can get, the happiness, you name it, multiple things, friendship goals, relationship goals, whatever. And this mindset is slight optimism. Slight optimism. What do I mean with that? Well, in my eyes, there are three main groups people choose their daily their daily the daily mindset type. Three different types where they choose their different mindset type. These three different types are first pessimism, realism, optimism. And first of all, I'm going to talk about pessimism a little bit. Being pessimistic is destructive. That's the best word I can describe it. It is, in some ways, it can be helpful, but at the end of the day, it is destructive for most people. There are people that can get their motivation through pessimistic point of views, but most people collapse in pessimism because pessimism is just too negative. It's just too negative. At the end of the day, humans and animals and plants, they want to live, they are excited to live. With pessimism, when you look at the negative sides of living all the time, you lose this root information of your being, the root information that's in your genetics, that you want to live, you want to be happy. That's in your genetics. That's in the deepest unconscious level of every human being. And you are denying this by being pessimistic. That's not a real way to go. Realism is neither the way to go, because being realistic might sound logical to most people. It is a quite rational, logical approach to life, but it is too rational. It is too rational, too logical. Life isn't about being rational, being logical, being always having the numbers, the percentages of this possibility in your head. Life isn't about that. Life is spontaneous. Life isn't rational. Love isn't rational. Feelings aren't rational. You can't just get feelings out of your body by thinking about them. Rational feelings come when they want to, come when they don't want to, come whatever. Life isn't rational, so I can't say don't be a realist, because it can be helpful for some type of human beings, but optimism is the most powerful for most human beings. As you already heard out of my words, I can't give an an answer that fits on every human being. For some people, pessimism might be the way. For some people, realism might be the way. But for most people, in my opinion, optimism is the way to go. Optimism is the way to go. And when we look into optimism, we have these highly optimistic people. Yeah, everything is possible. I can do everything. Ah man, yeah, I can do this, I can do that. And then there are like mid optimistic people. Yeah, most stuff I can do, most stuff I can do. And then there are how do I word it? Slight optimistic people that still have one foot in realism, in realism, and but the most part of the body is in the optimistic realm. Well, this seems the most powerful mindset you can be in as a human being, as a living organism in general. I'm also preaching to animals right there. Be optimistic, dog. You got to. So the real power behind being slightly optimistic is that you can draw benefits from realism, being realistic. But the most benefits you can draw from being optimistic, being knowing that there's a lot of motivation. There's a lot of motivation coming with being optimistic. Yes, I can do this. I can do this. There's a lot of motivation. And when you combine this motivation with the rational, realist. When you combine this motivation with the rationality, you can get far. You can get far, believe me, because rationality is a way to go. But in combination with optimism, it's a good way to go. Knowing you can do it, knowing not only in your rational head, knowing in your gut, knowing in your body, knowing in the deepest level of your unconscious, knowing in the bottom of your soul that you can do it. Every cell of your body is telling you can do it, and your brain is getting these rational ideas that support your ideas, and you can create better. You can create better by having rational thoughts. I'm not saying you can create. This is a difficult topic, but I'm gonna leave it right there. My sentence. So try to stay away from pessimism, but if it's the way for you, then if you feel with every bottom of your cell that's the way for you, going to pessimism because it's attached to low motivation. Although pessimism most of the time confronts itself with the negative, with the dark side. The problem about optimism right there is that it confronts itself too much with the positive, with the light side. So we aren't balanced. It's a disbalance, because an optimistic is more into the light than into the dark. But you need the dark and the light both to. You need the dark and the light both to live a healthy life. But that's a topic for another video. Be a slight optimist. Don't overshoot your optimism too much, because bound there are boundaries to the human performance. So that's the video. Thank you guys for your attention. If you like the video, leave a like. If you love the wisdom I throw out in my videos, subscribe. And as always, stay well, stay healthy. Water Teachings out.